Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for part 4 of the best albums of 2021 so far. I'm sorry that I've been doing so many videos today for it. This is an end of the year video thing, or almost end of the year video that I usually do for my channel, but I'm only gonna do this one time, and then I'll get to the end of the year videos by the end of the year. But let's continue where we left off, which was number 28 for Poppy Eat NXT soundtrack. Now, this was not a bad soundtrack. It was really good. I did enjoy the song, the title track, Eat. That was very good. Say Cheese was pretty good. Breeders was pretty good. And the final song was pretty good. Dark Dark World, I think it was called. So a pretty strong extended or EP or whatever you call it, a soundtrack. I think it's only like 5 songs, but it's not that long. Uh, Q, I think, is another song from there. So yeah, it came out June 8th. So definitely go check this soundtrack out if you haven't checked it out. And at number 28, I picked Poppy with the Eat NXT soundtrack. Number 29, I picked Kenny Hoopla and Travis Barker with Survivor's Guilt, the mixtape, which is a mixtape, so I think it's very good. It's a pretty good mixtape. I've grown to love this mixtape a lot more after repeated listens, so it's become one of my favorite mixtapes of 2021. Hollywood Sucks was a very good song. Along Inside of Heaven's Mouth, There's a Sweet Tooth was okay. The title track was okay. Um, Silence is also an answer was very good. Estella I enjoyed. Turn Back Time I really enjoyed. Smoke Break was very good, and 9 to 5 Love Me was the final uh song on the mixtape, but it was very enjoyable. So there's only 8 songs, but you're in for a good 20-minute mixtape. So I highly recommend you check it out. So at number 29, I picked Kenny Hoopla and Travis Barker with Survivor's Guilt, the mixtape. Number 30, I picked Fear Factory with Aggression Continuum. This was a very good album. It's probably going to be in my top 10 by the end of the year. I don't know what spot it's going to be at, but it was very good. Uh, I enjoyed the title track. Purity was very good. Disruptor, I really enjoyed. Uh, Fuel Injected Suicide Machine was a good one. There were some other ones like the last song was very good. I really enjoyed it. Uh, End of Line, I think it was called. Monolith was not bad, but I don't know if it's my favorite one. Um, Cognitive, crap, Dissonance, I think it was called. Sorry if I said crap, I was like crap thinking, oh, I forgot the song name. Cognitive Dissonance, I think it was called. And, Manufactured Hope, that's a very good one. So is Collapse. And yeah, those are pretty much the songs. Also, Recode was very good. So, highly recommend checking out this album by Fear Factory. It's the last album with Burton C. Hall in it. I think that's his name, if I remember correctly. Burton was the lead singer until he left the band back in 2020 or something like that, because I guess they were having problems with him. Or I don't know what it was. I don't know the full story, but yeah, at number 30, I picked Fear Factory with Aggression Continuum. Number 31, I picked Beartooth with Below. Very awesome album. I'm actually starting to like Skin a bit, but I don't like it enough to give it a 5 out of 5. It's still gonna get a 4.5 out of 5. It's not a bad song, just I don't know. There's something about it that turns me off from the song. Like, just the feel and the vibe I was getting when Caleb Shomo's vocals come in for the song. It doesn't sound so bad. It's got a catchy chorus, but not a great chorus. Fed Up is still my least favorite. I don't know why, but everything else on the album is very good. I Won't Give It Up was a favorite of mine. It definitely rocked. Uh, Hell of It is another good one. The last riff was very good. The Past is Dead was awesome. There were other tracks like Dominate, uh, No Return, uh, or something with the Reaper or whatever. I forgot what the song was called. Uh, I'd have to look into it again. But yeah, there were a lot of good songs. Devastation and Below, the title track, was very good too. So highly recommend checking out this new Beartooth album, Below. It's very good. At number 31, I chose Beartooth with Below. Number 32, I chose Buckcherry with Hellbound. This was a pretty good album. Uh, there's a song called So Hot on here, and that song made me cringe a bit, but not to the point where I hated it. 54321 was pretty good. Uh, and also the song Hellbound was not a bad one. It was very good. Just there's a few songs on this album that I don't know if I really like, but for what it was going for, it didn't do so bad. So at number 32, I chose Buckcherry with Hellbound. Number 33 is Jaden with Tell Me About Tomorrow. Now, I know this is like a punk rock album, and Travis Barker's doing most of the drumming in this album from Blink 182. And it doesn't sound so bad, but it's just how the album executes. There's some songs. Sorry for my yawning again. I'm just. I'm ready to just stop making videos for the rest of the day after this video or whatever. Hopefully, if I get everything done with. But No Vanity was a very good one, and what I was trying to say a moment ago was there's like this trap rock kind of stuff that he mixes up with this album, Jaden does. And it doesn't sound so bad, but it kind of messes with the production of this album and how it's gonna sound when and execute as well. But no, Jaden's new album didn't execute that terrible, so for right now, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good listen. It's just, I don't know if I really, really like it now. But it's going to be on the best albums, so it made it on this list. So at number 33, I picked Jaden with Tell Me About Tomorrow. Number 34, I picked Sleepwaker with Alias. This was a very good album. And what I forgot to mention with the Jaden Tell Me About Tomorrow, the title track's very good. Pills was very good. Think About Me was really good. And some other ones too. But now to talk about Sleepwaker Alias. I enjoyed the title track. Uh, and also Skin was very good. 110 minutes was very awesome. Melatonin was really good. Strangers I enjoyed. Cold Moon just turned me off a bit with how the album was sounding. It was the only weakest song on the album. But yeah, everything else like Distance, Synthetic Veins, uh, and Serenity. Serenity was a pretty good one, but I don't know if it was good enough to give it a great rating. But it did pretty good for the runtime it was going for. So at number 34, I picked Sleepwaker with Alias. I enjoyed the last song, Distance. That was a very good song to close out this album. But yeah, at number 34, like I said, I picked Sleepwaker with Alias. Number 35, I picked Against the Current with Fever EP. This was a really good album. Chrissy's vocals in this album were really good. Uh, I enjoyed Weapon. That was one of my favorite songs off this album. Uh, Lullaby was really good. There were a few iffy songs like track number 5 and 6. Burn It Down and Shatter was the weaker songs, but they didn't do so bad. Just they were the weakest songs on the album, in my opinion. And then you got what is it? Over and Over, or I think it's called Again and Again. I'm not sure what it's called. It's been a while since I listened to this EP. Not very long. I just didn't listen to it today. I downloaded it last week, so yeah. But it's a good listen of a extended play for Against the Current's Fever. So at number 35, I picked Against the Current with Fever extended play. Number 36, I forgot to mention this one at the beginning of this video. It's Bandmade with Unseen World. This was a really awesome album. It's gonna make it on at a good spot on this list of albums, of best albums of this year, and it was pretty good for what it was going for. I can't remember which songs I liked from it, but for most of it, I think there was a song called No God, and that was really good. And there were a few others that I enjoyed, but for the most part, at number 36, I picked Bandmade with Unseen World. Number 37 is Seether Wasteland the Purgatory EP. Now, this was a really good EP. I highly recommend you check this new extended play out. It did come out this past Friday, and it's pretty good. Feast or Famine was my favorite song. The Wasteland alternate version was not a bad one. Not my favorite, but not a bad one. And also, the Wasteland track was really good, the original version, along with Will It Ever End and What Would You Do. Those are pretty alright songs. So, overall, yeah, at number 37, I picked Wasteland, Seether, Wasteland, the Purgatory EP. That is going to be it for this best albums of 2021 so far list. I got through all 37, thank God, because this was a couple videos I had to do. But comment below, let me know what you guys' best albums of 2021 is so far. And if you did like this best albums of 2021 so far list, hopefully you did, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for another review in a little while. I'm taking a break for a little bit because I did like 4 videos already, so I'm a little drained. After this video, I'm gonna take a break for about an hour or so and return to you for the Lil Lotus track review tonight. And also, I think All Time Low's new song as well, PMA, featuring Pale Waves. So I got a few more reviews, but nothing too major to where I'm gonna exhaust myself. So I'm just gonna take a little break and come at you probably around 9 or so in my time. But stay safe, take care. Hopefully you enjoyed this best albums of 2021 so far videos from part 1 to 4. And I'll see you in my next review.